hang on a second. There, that's better. I was digging down beside my desk, and one thing led to another, and I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late. How's everybody doing? Now, let me just pull this up. Look what I recovered from beside my desk. Poor things are going to have to be smudged from the trauma. Just because you left me out of the box. Hang on a second. I cannot see chat, but I am going to say take this time to say hello when you come in, unless you're shy and lurking, and that's okay too. But you don't want to be the lurking, flirking, clerking, right? So please take the time to come in and say hello to everybody, and that way you'll be on the participants list. Okay, that's you. All right, F11 you, live chat you, pop the chat out, make it really big. Hi, how's everybody doing? As you can see, I have some lights on the tree, and I tried to make the red lights look like a heart, but you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. All right. Just give me a second here. I'm going to sort my cards out while everybody's coming in. And I'm going to smudge them because they've been down beside my desk and I just finally got them back. I'm still missing some, I think, here. I'm missing some from this deck. Unless it's in the other deck. Oh, it is. You. Hey, no, I'm still missing half a deck. Well, I'll have this desk is so, because it has a bookshelf above it, it is so hard to move because the bookshelf is just sitting on it. You know what I mean? So these, well, we can leave you in there anyway, even if you don't have all the cards. The cards that want to be red will be red. And, oh, and there's you. And you. Okay. All right. No, I'm not going to play with an incomplete deck. Hey, Leah. How's Wales today? All right. Now I'm going to do this like this so I can see my cards. Push the keyboard back. Why do you feel like a popsicle? Is it that cold? This weather keeps up, I'll be planting my garden next week. Just kidding. All right, let's put the, whoa. Sorry, got caught on something there. Iffy cloth. All righty. Hey, so let me just put these cards down and then I'm going to smudge them and then I'm going to say hello to everybody. Oh, Bev, frig-a-dig. I am just discombobulated today. Had my friggin' cloth upside down. Pull you back a bit. Okay, here we go. Okay, what'd you do with your lighter, Beth? All righty. A little extra on the cards. How's everybody doing today? I can go up one more here. So as you can see, I'm getting the tree ready for Valentine's Day. I cannot control the flashing. It's just the way it is. Unless that, no, there's no remote for this. It's just, it is what it is. So let's pop out the participants list and say hello to, hey, Karandi, are you new or a lurkin' flirkin' clerkin'? Welcome aboard. Hi, Corey, Dark Lord Manette, Deborah Butler, Denise Hackett, EJ Gameplay, Flavina Derrick. That's a great name, Flavina. That's really awesome. Just a Mom, we be jammin', Kathy Ponder, Leah Davies, all the way from Wales, Linda Bopp, Mary Lindsay, Minnesota Farmer's Wife, Julie, Mama Dukes. Thank you. I'm going to say that in a second. Mama Dukes, Mary Lindsay, Potato Head, Sherry Leach, and Teresa Martin. Mama Dukes, thank you for that subtle point out. I trimmed it. And only Mama Dukes knows what I'm talking about. So whose anniversary is it? I just booked a girls' trip for my mom, daughters, and myself to go to Charleston this summer. Oh, wow. That sounds lovely. It's your 24th wedding anniversary today. Well, happy wedding anniversary. Always celebrate the years that we follow in marriage, that the years that come with marriage, eh? Because the longer you're together, either your love grows more or your hate grows more. Me and Howie, we're like a couple old farts now, right? We have separate bedrooms, but you know, our time together is really important. Really important. I've got my soil for my flowers. Hey, Wade from New Brunswick, Kimmy Blackrock. It's Elliot, isn't it? Your son, Leah? I'm on my last box of Yorkshire Gold. Oh, you're welcome. Hi, Lena Kay, Charlene Weber, Sherry Leach. So we got my soil, 2 bags of it anyway. And Howie started to bring the stuff up from the basement, like the cage, and he's got more lights to bring up and stuff. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm putting the I'm putting the lights up. I'm getting my light cage up and my table set up for planting and starting seeds. Pardon me. So tomorrow I'll be doing that. I might go live while I do that tomorrow. Just because, you know, it's just going to be a lot of fuss rather than try and edit it into a video. You guys are just going to have to watch me work. Harvey too, and he is here tonight. Actually left his bedroom. Well, hello, Harvey. How's it going? Are you guys cold down there and up there in Wales? Howie's like half Welsh because his grandfather and his mom's side came over from Wales on the orphan ships, and his dad's side of the family is like Foley. Ofola, you know? And so that's Irish. So he's like, my sister going through chemo would like a reading, please. What's your sister's first name, please? I have a small greenhouse set up and ready to start seeds. Yay! What did I do to my arm? Hi, Elliot. Okay, EJ Gameplay is Elliot. Okay. Tiffany. All right. Tiffany, 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Pick a number. 4. Okay. That is the, wow, this one just flipped right out. But I wasn't even shuffling yet. So this is for Tiffany. And this is the, it's not the Work Your Light Oracle. I don't even know what the name of the cards are. But this is for Tiffany. Whoa. I almost dropped them all. That wouldn't have counted. Come on. Minette wants a card for his sister Tiffany. There it is. Activated Earth. Power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. So what I'm getting about this, Minette, is trust your instincts. Your sister needs to trust her instincts about what to do next. And because there's ley lines and power places throughout the multiverse, okay? And specific places have power, and she's pulling very hard on power, which is really important. But she has to trust where this is leading her. This is part of her journey. She chose this before she was born. So she needs to trust the process. She needs to trust the process and replace fear with hope. Because trusting your instincts don't have a stake, either financially or on the outcome of your decisions. Your instincts don't have a stake in that. That's why they're so pure. So trust your instincts of where this is leading to you, and don't miss one particle of this journey, because people are watching. You have no idea how powerful you are to people who you don't even realize are watching you. You're very, very strong. Trust that. That was really hard for me to read, Minette, because you put the word chemo in there, and that kind of threw me off. It's better not to have any keywords at all, right? You're welcome, honey. Hey, Kathy Ponder. Hey, soul sister. Hi, Joanna. How's it going? Julie. Who was before Julie? Kell. Okay. Kell, 1, 2, 3, or 4, please. And then it's going to be Minnesota farmer's wife, Julie, and then I'm going to take a break. I got to limit them when there's this much energy coming at me. 3. Okay, you got Soul's Journey cards, and this is for Kell Storm. Whoa, wow. I just flipped right out of there. Okay. You got 3 cards, Kell. You got loneliness. You got an upside down honesty, and you got a right side up peace. Okay, so here's where we're going with this. You know you're never alone. You know you're never alone. But, you know, it says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. That's upside down because there are people talking to you that you are expecting them to be as honest with you as you are with them. And if that's the case, you have to look at it differently. You have to turn this around because honesty is your responsibility, not everybody else's. Do you understand? You can only be responsible for your own honesty and not expect anything from anyone else. All right? I'm not saying be suspicious of anyone else. I'm saying you are responsible for your own honesty. But you're just going to have to pay closer attention to the people you're expecting honesty from and look under that with a bit more of a microscope, because what you're expecting and what you're getting is not always the same thing. And peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So that comes after you take responsibility for your own honesty and not have expectations on everyone else's, because expectations are resentments waiting to happen. I hope that makes sense. And then there's Minnesota. Kentucky is 55 today. Where's Kentucky? These people just coming in I've never met before. They're just coming in and wanting their birthday song. All right. Minnesota farmer's wife, Julie. Indiana, 55. I'm not sure I understand that. Absolutely. I just releases these things, and thank you, darling, so much. You're welcome, sweetheart. USA under Ohio. I don't understand what all that means. Okay. Minnesota farmer's wife, Julie. 1, 2, 3, or 4, please. Oh, 55. 2. Okay. Julie, you picked the Animal Oracle cards. This is my last reading for today. And this is for Minnesota farmer's wife, Julie. Whoa, wow. That one flipped right over while I was shuffling. You got the Lizard. Regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. Now, before I read any further, I get the feeling you really need to hear this, Julie, because you've got something that you just have not allowed to see the light of day for a very long time, that you have survived, and you need to now look at it, because things from our past, when we shut them out, we get to a point in our lives where we can look at them and what we remember and what we thought we remembered are sometimes two different things. So you have to, look at this with fresh eyes, the eyes of age, because with age comes wisdom. And then you have to face it, because you're already past it. But you're still, it's like putting a Band-Aid on a wart, okay? A medicated Band-Aid on a wart, right? In your mind, that wart's always going to be there, but you haven't pulled the Band-Aid off to see if it worked. Does that make sense? So as a survival, you are unparalleled, and you have to recognize that in yourself. You need to let go of the things you survived. Don't let go of the lesson, but let go of the pain. And that's only the first line of this card. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. In other words, whatever that was, now you can take the Band-Aid off and see the healed place, and you can let it go. You don't have to hold on to it anymore. You have to accept the healing. I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense, Julie. Hey, Joe Mama, how are you, darling? I'm doing okay. I've been resting. I got my lard done, and I got 3 pounds of lard. I got 3 pounds of lard out of that. So it's been put away. I've got to finish that video, editing that video for Tuesday. Tomorrow on our half-acre homestead is a pantry pull meal. Okay. If it made sense, then that's all I can ask. Now I need another elastic for this. I'll put you in there because I don't want these things breaking again. And then I'm going to have to clean up my desk tomorrow. I'm going to clean up my desk tomorrow. So I'm getting really excited about planting seeds. Hi, Lacey. How are you? Now that I have soil, and it's after Groundhog Day. Actually, it's my niece Bronwyn's birthday. I believe she's 38 today, because she turned 2 roughly 2 weeks before Arthur was born. And Arthur's going to be 36 soon. Wow. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet Bronwyn. Happy birthday to you. I sent her the link for this live video just in case she came in. I don't know if she's here. I don't even know if the Facebook or emails address I have for her are any good. Sunshine. Oh, I should have shaved. Every single day helps to light the way. How are you, Minette? Hold yourself back some, Bev. Yeah, I did. That's why I put the cards away. I'll put the cards away. So yeah, I'm going to build my light cage tomorrow, and then I'm going to start my strawberry seeds and my celery seeds, and I'm going to start some, I said this yesterday, I'm going to put some parsnips and see if they actually grow, because these are seeds I harvested from my parsnips that I grew 2 years ago. But one came back because I forgot I didn't get it out of the bed and gave me seeds last year. So we'll see. 7 inches of snow and going. Biggest storm this winter so far. Oh, well, we've got more coming here. I do not trust this fall spring right now. It's not a fall spring. It got up to 0 yesterday, which is in Fahrenheit, that's about 25. No, 0 is like 32. 0 is like 32 here, so I've gotten, oh, so you're happy. Okay. My daughter won first place in her wrestling tournament Friday. Her first time in a new sport, and she loves it. Awesome. Good job. Good job. I know. I'm getting so excited. I'm really trying to avoid the fall spring here. I'm really trying not to get caught up in it. You know what I mean? Because what's going to happen is I'm going to start planting other things. You know what I mean? And I phoned Steffi and told her that they could have whatever parts to the pool they wanted, because they had a pool, but they wanted to, yeah, their pool needs refreshing. So it's like our pools put together will make one pool her place, which is good. But So, and how he wants to fill that where the pool is, he wants to level it with soil. I know it's going to be a lot of rain, so I'm holding myself back for a week and a half before I plant anything in my pots. Hey, Raph, how are you? Yeah. Well, no, and the parsnips. How are you, my darling? How's the soap making going? Well, I'm going to do strawberries and celery, and I'm going to do a few parsnips just to see if those seeds are going to grow, because there it is, folks. From here on out, it's seeds, garden, weed, can, fill the pantry. These are, like I said, you can see the twigs in there. These are the parsnip seeds that I saved, and I want to grow this year. So I'm still finding seeds all over the house. I just found these 2022 green bean runner. I got so many seeds that I really should give some away. Echinacea. I should just throw these out, or unless I want hot peppers, and then I'll just plant them. I'm away from 200 subs. You got a channel? You got a channel where, Manette? Are we on Facebook together, Manette? If so, give me your channel number. No, I'm taking the pool down, Kelly. We're taking it down. I can no longer safely get in and out of the pool when Howie's not here. And being as the hottest part of the day is me out in the garden and Howie's not here, Howie's going to set me up a shower station so that it's where the tap comes out for the hose, it's going to be divided into 2 taps. And the shower one, I can just, I can turn on its own, right? Without running water. So happy Sunday, just me. Well, I need your, Manette, send me your channel to connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com. And I will, there it is. Whoops, I clicked on it. Subscribe. There you go. I will make sure you get at least 4 more of those, Manette. Oh, wait, where's my chat? Oh, frig. Oh, I went off into space here. Here we go. So, what's your channel about, Manette? Talk to us about it. Run through the sprinkler naked and give them something to see. Only Gert across the road would see, or anybody happening to pass by. But the way I see it is half the time I'm stripping naked as I walk towards the pool to fall in. So, or I fall in with all my clothes on. I don't wear a lot of clothes in the summertime. So stepping beneath a spring, like a shower head, and cooling off, and then means I can go right back to work again. You know what I mean? There you go. Last year was mostly the church rummage sale because it's new. Well, there you go. Wales lost in the rugby by 1 point. Is that important? We're not into football and rugby and stuff. Well, I can't say, but me personally, we don't really watch sports. Any sports we really watch has to do with cars. Howard, when's the race? The Indy 500. Right around the boy's birthday. When is Barrett Jackson's auction? Okay, when's the Westminster Kennel Club? Okay, those are our sports. What's a fungus gnat? What's that, dear? It's all February to cure the blahs, he said. May 500. Oh, goodness. Well, we like to watch the Westminster Kennel Club. We like to watch the dog show, the Westminster Dog Show. Have you ever seen that movie? Best in Show? Oh my God, it's so stupid. It's funny. Memorial Day weekend. Indy. Gnat are those tiny bugs that annoy the heck out of you. The fungus ones are the ones that come out of fungus. Okay. There you go, Manat. Everybody's subscribing. Only sports I watch, I have grandkids playing. Hi, Diamondbath. I know. Why isn't Gracie coming? Is Gracie with you? Howard. Is Gracie with you? Is Gracie with you? That's why she hasn't come in to bug us for treats. No, I don't want to see her. She wants to be with you. I was just wondering why she hadn't come for treats. And that's because you're in the house and she's snuggling her daddy. And then he told her to come and see me. There we go. Well, hello, Miss Magoo. The big 9-year-old girl that's coming up. Eh? You're going to be 9. Yes. It's your mommy, baby. That's so you are. I love you. You're a big girl. She sleeps in my bed. She's not getting enough of this, apparently. Are we done yet? Okay, watch the skin with your nails, okay? Oh. Give the Mona Lisa a smile. Right there. Ouch, watch the nails. Give the Mona Lisa a smile. There it is. Mona Gracie, we have named you. Give me a kiss. Oh, yeah, you want your treats. Forget the kisses, she says. You want your treats? Excuse me. It's raspberry. Ooh, I found a meat one that got tossed in there. Excuse me. And there you go. All right, go see Daddy. Go snuggle Daddy. Go on, he missed you. Hey, he's going to work tomorrow. Nope, go snuggle Daddy. You got to get your time in with him. Excuse me. Thank you. Hang on. I call that her Mona Lisa sideways smile. That's the smile. And no, that's the dry side. That's the smile that says, I got my mummy. That's my mummy. I got something in my eye. My goodness. Anyway, so I have 11 or 12. Which tattoo are you talking about? This is, let's see if I can show this to you. Ooh. This is, it's hard to see. This is Pepe Le Pew. And this says, my soul dog. Pepe was the one and only pug that, made my life her job. I have 11 or 12. I'm thinking of getting, this it doesn't look the same anymore. This is a Black Panther and holding a, pink rose in its mouth. I'm thinking of actually getting Gracie tattooed over top of that. My niece, Bronwyn, the one I just sang happy birthday to, she tattooed that for me. And I want her to do Gracie right over my heart because she's my soul dog, but Gracie's wormed her way into my heart like nothing, nobody's business kind of thing. So I have, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3. My very first one, I don't know if you can see it, is a cave drawing, kind of. The artist was actually local, it's like an outline of a wolf howling at the moon. And ouch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12. I have 12. I have 2 Harry Potter ones. The others are dedicated to family. I don't put names on mine, right? I just don't. So anyway, yeah. People ask me about my tattoos all the time and if they have meaning. Every single one of them has meaning. So they're not needles. You think that they're going in and out like this, right? But they're not. They're scratching. Just scratching. Feels like razor burn. It's really not that bad. Unless you're getting it on your foot like I did. I have a vine around my right foot that goes, it was designed especially so that I could wear my toe flip-flops and it would show. And that was the worst pain imaginable because it's like if there's no fat between the skin and your bone to cushion the needles, pounding, scratching. So getting a foot tattoo is the absolute most painful place I can think of. The foot absolutely kills. That's right. That's right. This is, you might appreciate this one, Leah. This one here. This is my inner goddess. This is my inner, this is a sum of who I am. You can't really tell, but the hair is all different colors. It's gold, it's yellow, it's red, it's gray. And my feet are rooted in the soil. I'm facing where I came from and all the celestial bodies. So I'm part of the earth as well as the universe or the multiverse. And that's my Celtic origin. And these represent my parents, believe it or not. Even though that the male cardinal is red, that represents my mom, and that represents my dad. And if you want to know why they represent my mom and dad, just say so, and I'll tell you. Wait. I'm not always going to share what my tattoos mean, but I can those. You thought about getting your eyeliner done. Well, that's actually there. You won't find that in a flash book. That was designed for me. That was designed for me. You want to hear about my parents? Tattoos didn't really hurt. Felt like he was burning me while shading in, but not horrible. Yeah. This represents my mother because my father was a real romantic guy. And they often say ladybugs, and I have a ladybug on my foot with on the vine. But ladybugs and cardinals represent people who come to visit you from the afterlife. At least some people think that. I don't know why I chose the cardinal for my mom because she wasn't dressed in red. And there's a picture, and I think I have it. I'll have to find it. There's a picture of my mom. My father was very artistic, and our house on Blanc is like row housing in the East End. You know what I mean? There's very, very little light coming in from windows because there wasn't, you're on a crowded wall-to-wall street, right? But the one bedroom where they slept got a lot of sunshine. The one bedroom. And so my dad felt he could get really colorful, and he painted the walls cardinal red or Chinese red, I think he called it. And they had just bought a bedroom set that was, we're talking the 50s, right? Early 60s. They had just bought a bedroom set that was called blonde birch. It wasn't real wood, it was veneer, but it was almost salmon color, not even salmon. Almost, it was lighter than my skin. Okay. And so dad painted these walls Chinese red, and all the trim was white, and the furniture was blonde and had a beautiful white chenille bedspread on it. And the curtains were white lace, like white sheer curtains. And then my mom got dressed. My mom had really dark hair, and she got dressed in a black dress and put on her red lipstick. And I can still smell the grease paint smell of that old-fashioned lipstick. You open the tube and you smell it. Anyway, she put on her black dress and her hair was done. She had her red lipstick on and everything. And then she sat sideways, like, closer to the center of the bed, but her legs were up and kind of in a pose, right, on the bed. And between, it was like red, white, and black. It was just the most beautiful picture. And whenever I saw a cardinal, that made me think of my mother's picture sitting on the bed. That's how I know she's contacting me. That's why when I see, this is why this cardinal is red, is because when I see a red cardinal, that represents my mom. Now this, hey, Creek Boys mom, this bird, you can't really see the yellow. My body doesn't do yellow well, is an evening grosbeak. And when I was little, when I was 12, we moved out of Toronto. And I'm going to try and not make this too long, because most people who know me know the story of the evening grosbeaks, right? We moved to Toronto. My mom died when I was 9, and we moved out of Toronto when I was 12. And those first few years were pretty close to poverty stricken. My dad was raising two teens on like $700 a month for everything. That was our heat, our electrical, our phone, our food, dad's gas, clothing for us, all of those things. And so our first Christmas was really, really stark. And like Dad had said, this house is our gift this year. We can't afford anything. So I didn't expect any Christmas, even though I was 12. I didn't expect anything. So, but when I got up that morning, Christmas morning, about 7:30, I'm standing. Because our house, it was like there's the big living room, and there's a little dining area, not dining room, and a little galley kitchen, and then there's a hallway, and off the chute goes to the front door, but down at the end of the hallway, there's two bedrooms, and a bathroom. So I come out of my bedroom and I look down the hallway, and there's my dad standing at the patio doors with a big cup of tea. And I walk down the hall in my jammies, and I walked down the hall, and I said, Dad said, look. Now, Dad had built a bird feeder, and I actually have copies of them that my brother made, that how he has to hang up this year, or I'm going to get really pissed. My dad had made a bird feeder and put it on a post. And being from Toronto, the most I ever saw were starlings, sparrows, and pigeons, right? And robins. You get robins in the spring. That was excitement for you, because there was, color on them, right? Sparrows, starlings, and robins, and pigeons. So when Dad, Christmas morning, and Dad said, look, and out on the fresh snow, not a mark on it, and all around the bird feeder were these splashes of gold and black and white. And they're big. They're about the size of a cardinal, right? All over the snow. I counted 22 of them. 22 evening grosbeaks. And I'm looking at them like I'm seeing something from Mars, because I'd never seen such beautiful birds. in all my life. And I'm staring at them like in awe. And my dad kind of bumped me. And I looked up and he handed me his cup of tea and he said, "Merry Christmas." So I got a pair of mustard color slippers I couldn't wear because they were lined with foam that made my feet sweat. My brother Billy got me a macrame set, and my Aunt Toots sent us hats and toques. And that was one of my absolute favorite Christmas memories, was that. So that's why the evening grosbeak is on my arm. It's for my dad. And if you notice, they're facing each other. They're facing each other. Because my parents were, madly in love. I could listen to you and your stories all day. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you can. Everybody here has heard stories. It's, everybody's heard all my stories. I've pretty much told them all. I did tell you recently that, I did actually think of killing my husband once by painting the stairs high gloss brown. And then when I realized nobody's gonna doubt me if he gets drunk and falls down the stairs getting up in the middle of the night to go pee. And then when I realized that was the insanity of the thinking, I had ripped up carpet and made runners and stapled them down because it was a high gloss brown. So I mean, that's when you knew the insanity of our drinking was coming to an end. When thoughts like that. I mean, how could I even think of that? I mean, when Howie had his heart attack a couple of years back, I'm used to me being ill, not him. I'm used to him being sick, but I mean, that procedure, putting the stents in, is the first thing he's ever had medically. Me, I've had as many surgeries as I have tattoos. You know what I mean? Hey, how's it going, Elliot? Elliot. Hey, Nat, how's it going? We got art from material things. That's right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So, I mean, we always talk about positivity and oh God, so I have to go soon. That light's really starting to bother my eyes. I'm getting a headache. We always talk about, injecting more positivity in our life. That's a job. Do you understand that? Being more positive is a job. I mean, I've looked at how far I've come in the last 5 years, and I'm closer to the person I want to be every day. I get closer to the person who I want to be every day because I love more, I judge less, and I don't change who I am for anybody, right? And that brings a measure of peace into your life, right? Because it's not about all the things we have or necessarily all the things we do. It's all the things that we are working towards a better world. Because when you and I try and make the world a better place, or at least observe the insanity that's going on and realize that it is insanity, that's when you know you're awake and that you're here to witness the absolute reversal of society. It's gone absolutely apeshit nuts, right? So, oh, well, thank you, Charlene. My cat refuses to even think of going outside now. He tried it while it was 7 inches. Now he looks outside and goes, "Bite me." I'm not going in there. But some animals really love the snow. Like Emma Lou, she was our first boxer. She would, when it came to water and snow, Howie could not shovel snow when she was outside because she's like, got to ride the shovel and got it. When he throws snow, she's got to jump up and bite it. And she just, water was the same thing. She'd run around the pool. She'd run around the pool in circles, back and forth because we were splashing and she wanted splash, but she didn't want in the pool. But we would take all of our dogs, even like Gracie would have been taken in the pool at one time or another in the really, really hot weather. God, my poor dog, Pepe Le Pew. she, Elliot. Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? We're awake, not woke. There you go. So when Peppy, the only time Peppy had pups, she had 6 pups. The first one died. I don't want to get into the, but we were in a heat wave. We were living in a 2nd-story apartment of our, this is just before we went bankrupt. As a matter of fact, the day the pups were born, we went and signed bankruptcy papers. That was in 2005, July. And I, it was one of those crazy days. And God's or the Creator's got your sanity in mind when I could be obsessing over going bankrupt that day because we had to go sign papers, turn in our car, all that stuff, right? But Arthur was home for the summer and he was working with his dad. And he phoned me and said, come and get me. I don't feel well. So I got halfway to Ottawa and Briar's phoning me going, Mom, there's something hanging out of the dog. And I go, oh, it's okay. She was in her whelping box. I said, it's okay. I thought, she'll know what to do. Mother Nature's the best teacher, right? Well, apparently pugs can't chew the sack open or can't chew it away from their behind because their face is too small and their bodies are too stubby. So that first puppy died in the sack. But anyway, I went to get Arthur. And by the time I got home, I was delivering puppies. And by the time Howie got home, he brought Gracie Peppy half a rotisserie chicken for job well done. And then I'm, rushing. I'm getting dressed, and I got dressed, and we got halfway down the street. Howie and I are driving he's driving the old car. I'm driving the newer car. And we get halfway down the street and someone hits a poodle right in front of us. And I pull over the car to grab it off the hot, I'll never forget the smell of the blood on the hot pavement. It was like liquid copper. And I picked the dog up in my arms and I took it to the family who were all standing on the lawn screaming. I'm going, get a towel. Because the dog was struggling. I knew that there was no no spinal damage. There was just, hit. So I picked the dog up. They put it in their arms. I said, take it to the vet. The dog's the dog may be okay. Okay. Because, the neck's not broken. Right. So, and then I went to get back in the car and I realized I'm covered in blood now. So we drive back down the street to the house, right? Go in the backyard. We had a pet pool that we had for a little paddling pool for the dogs, so they could go and look after themselves if they wanted to lay down in the water and stuff. And I'm calling up the stairs, the iron stairs, going, Briar, get me a clean shirt. And I'm ripping my shirt off and plunging my arms into the pool and washing all the blood off. Throws me down a shirt. We made it to our appointment just on time. And to this day, I will remember that day as not the day we went bankrupt, was the day that my Creator kept me from focusing on the fact that we were going bankrupt. Isn't that wild? Happy Sunday. Hey, Sweet Sipper. Bad winds here. Have some minor damage outside our door carport. Hope everyone is safe and well. Where is here, Sweet Sipper? Hi, Garnett. So anyway, I'm going to go because it's supper time. And tomorrow's video on our half-acre homestead, the way I want to end that is you can focus. That was a lesson in not focusing on the negative. It was focusing on dealing with putting one foot in front of the other and dealing with things one at a time. And you know what the wildest thing was? Is we turned in the car. And I said to Howie, I have exactly enough money left to buy a rotisserie chicken. And we got to Loblaws. I'll never forget it. We turned in our Ford Focus and we're driving a Topaz. And Howie looked at me. But when I got into the Topaz, because that was the car he was driving every day and I never drove it. So I didn't know. I didn't drive it because I had the Focus. I get in the car and he says, don't say a word. And I said, okay. I'm thinking, you know, he doesn't want to talk about the bankruptcy or whatever. No. He started the car and it went blah, 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 blah. And we went around a corner and it went, and I'm looking at him going, you've been driving this to work? He said, I said, don't say a word. We get to Loblaws. We're going to buy a rotisserie chicken for our supper because we gave half of one to Peppy. And the kids ate the other half. And we couldn't get the car started. For love nor money, we couldn't get the car started. Do you remember that, dear? No. Nope. It was the day we went bankrupt. Remember everything we had to go through? Peppy having pops, Arthur being sick, working with you, and I had to come and get him. The car dying after we dropped off the Focus. Remember the Topaz? You said, don't say a word. And when we pulled out of the bankruptcy place, the car went, blah, 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 tick, 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 tick. And I said, holy shit, you've been driving this? And you said, I told you not to say a word. And then it died. Then the car died. So we fixed that problem with that car. And I'm not going to tell you how. But we ended up with a better Topaz out of it. For $100. Okay. We bought the exact same model off of somebody for $100 and just put the plates on them. Because it was the exact same model, exact same thing. And we just scrapped it. So it was a long time ago. Pretty sure the statute of limitations on that is gone. Over and done with. So, all right, folks. What I wanted to say was, don't let negative crap going on in your life steal all your focus. Because when you let it steal your focus, that's all you feel, that's all you see, and that's all you can handle. But if you don't let it steal your focus, like that was a lesson from God, giving me all these things, you know, to keep me off of focusing from what I thought was personal failure. Instead, I realized how well I was handling stuff. So even in crap situations, you can still see the silver lining, right? I thought I was the only one. Yeah. I've had a life, and it's been rich. It's been rich with tragedy. It's been rich with love. It's been rich with mostly education. Mostly education. You know, I know I'm not the only survivor of dysfunctional families here. Right? All we can hope for is that we learn enough from our mistakes and our choices that as we get to this age, we can lead by example, right? It's really hard to piss me off these days. Yeah, I can get pissed off about stupid shit, but if it's stupid, then I'm stupid for getting pissed off at it, aren't I? Right? So, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from Life with the Wolfie saying, when you're counting your blessings, it's impossible to be negative because you're focusing your energy on what you got, not what you have not. All right? Take care. God bless. Mwah!